Okay, I'm going to do a little video of replacing a servo. This is the Hi-Tech HS65HB. It actually just stopped working altogether. Had a little bit of a electrical smell to it. The center holes are a little bit hogged out. I used a little 7/64 drill bit, and I just sort of hogged it out by hand just to accompany the screws on these mounts. Otherwise, they're really hard to get into. So this is the one that I've replaced, and I have the linkage disconnected at the moment, and it's hooked to my servo tester. What I have basically is it in the default 1000 to 2000 microseconds, and it's hooked up, so you'll hear it move if I sort of rotate this back and forth. So I'm going to set it to 2000, and then I know that in my Arduino programming the 2000 is closed, fully closed on my panel. This is panel 2. So I'm going to hook that up with this basically fully closed. So there's my linkage. As you can see, there's my panel. So I'll basically put it in the closed position, and I'll hook that up. Sorry, I've got a little cold here. And you can hear it buzzing slightly. If I move that a little bit, you can hear that it'll pretty much go away. So you can set that, and there's a little spring tension on either side of these, basically in the open and closed position, where whatever value it's at, that you can minimize or completely eliminate the buzz. So that is in the fully closed position. As you can see, it's not at 2000, it's at 1965, so it doesn't even necessarily need to be at the full range. So I'm going to go ahead and go to fully open, and we'll go ahead and see where that sits. And as you can see, that's pretty much all the way against the dome, which I really don't want. So what I can do is say, okay, at 1000, that's a little too much. So I can back that off a little bit and then kind of figure out, okay, that gives me a little bit of clearance there so it's not slapping against the dome. And so I can use those numbers. So let's just say that's about maybe 1200 or 1150 on my fully open range, and I can program each of those to say, okay, here's my open, here's my closed, or I can make some subtle adjustments to where I want those depending on the 1000, 2000 range. But anyway, that's how you can kind of set up each one of these and figure out, okay, there's my closed range. Use the spring tension a little bit if you need to, if things aren't quite pulling the right way or pushing. You can also extend the range of this through the menu, and you can actually set your Arduino up also to have an extended range, but you shouldn't really need to on this because you have so many adjustability limits on your linkage and your spring tensions and whatnot that you should be able to accomplish that with just the normal range. So anyhow, that's how I adjust my servos, and they're not going to buzz unnecessarily, and I can set them in the programming range to where they need to be. So that's it.